Hello, beautiful souls, and happy Monday. This is an intense, magical Monday and the beginning of a new week. And a lot is going on energetically on this journey. And I know the Divine Empress is listening, or whether you classify yourself as the Divine Empress or Divine Emperor. Both counterparts. I am not pulling cards today. I have to go back to work. I wasn't at work yesterday. Usually Sunday is the beginning of my work week. But I was very guided to call out and seriously rest. I started going through very heavy physical ascension symptoms. And definitely it was a heavy ascension cold, and I started feeling better early this morning. We are going through some extremely major shifts and changes this week. Several portals. And it started off probably, and everyone's different on, how this has been happening. Especially we had Valentine's Day that started we have several things going on. So today is the day where the wood snake is leaving us. And we're blessing the past, blessing the wood snake for what it's done for us. Last year, the year of the wood snake was about going as deep as possible. Things energetically, spiritually, energetically, shedding away all the skins, everything and anything, even in the physical that was no longer serving you. And now the fire horse will be here tomorrow. That is where we're moving forward to. And many of you, with this transformation process, are going to be butterflies emerging from the cocoon very soon. And I was going to try and do a live yesterday, but I was guided not to. I had to seriously rest. I was going through a physical detox. Everyone is going to be experiencing many different physical ascension symptoms, and why this is happening is because you're going through the biggest transformation in your life and in your journey at this time. This is a forward-moving journey, and these are things that have been manifested in the 5D will be manifesting into the 3D. And a lot of upgrades are happening, physical upgrades. Your journey is upgrading. Your inner union is transforming to the strongest and most powerful it's ever been. We also had, the Kundalini activation was rising yesterday, but at a different level the way you felt it, your life force energy. And what are you going to create next? And also going through where Saturn has moved into Aries, and it's about taking action to a new beginning. And with Jupiter moving into Mercury, expansion. I'm going back to work today. I'm working through and breathing through now a crown chakra headache and an ocular migraine at this time. So thank goodness it's kind of cloudy out and there's no lights on. So this is a mirrored physical ascension that's happening. And this is all energy. This is also merging, and this is all things coming to you. Many blessings on the physical level. And not that there weren't any blessings during the wood snake, of course there were. But the energy started moving rapidly, and the vortex of the fire horse moving in, and now we don't have much of this wood snake left. The wood snake is leaving us, and we will be coming into the fire horse tomorrow. And I woke up with a lot of energy, but anyway, of moving forward. So it's going to be different from all of you. So there is no cards. So if you've been in, however your journey has been, if there was back and forth communication with periods of silence, learning to have patience, we are now stepping into our full roles as divine feminines and divine emperors. Everything is now coming into alignment. Everything that was stripped away in the year of the wood snake is now being rebuilt 10 times better. This is also the complete ending energetically of any and all karmic cycles. Many of you have had to deal with different types of karmic cycles, and it goes beyond karmic partners. Anything that was no longer serving you because you've learned those lessons, and now here come the blessings. They're falling away, or they've been falling away. Some of you, and I'm not going to lie, I am obviously, and I'm not going to hide this, some of you have dealt with karmic cycles that included spiritual warfare. And that has ended as well. And regardless of what they did, what they didn't do, you're letting that go. It's helped you powerfully move forward. It's also taught you lessons in your spiritual gifts of clearing out the lower energies within yourself. And, you know, one of the things we learn on this journey, we can't change anyone as healers. We cannot change anybody, that they have to do their work. We are only here to support. And we're not here to tell others what they want to hear. We are here to tell others what they need to hear. Also, we cannot do this work in mission without doing the work on ourselves first. And I know a lot of people do not, they don't want to touch that area of the spiritual warfare with karmics, and some of them have, whether they've sent psychic attack, whether they have been in covens doing black magic. Regardless, you already know and have that knowledge that when others are in those lower vibrations deep down within themselves of lack, fear, betrayal, scarcity, poverty, survival mode, whatever it is, and manifesting from ego. And when we manifest from ego, we're manifesting from a fear-based energy. And we've had to learn the lessons on manifestation from a soul level, and where everything has to come into an alignment. It is always about your energy. I know many of us have dealt with lots of financial issues as well. Some of them have siphoned your energy. Where were you giving that energy away to them? There were lessons to be learned. And once those lessons have been learned, in order for those blessings to come in, and when you learn those lessons, they have to fall away. And the wood snake has taught us to step out of our comfort zone. We can't hold on to it anymore. I mean, it started to feel comfortable, but now it's time to move forward. And this is going to be a year of activations. Right now, many of you, we learn on this journey that there are multiple activations. It's an activating journey. It's an awakening journey. And we are going now this week through the biggest activation of our lives. It doesn't matter if you were how long in a no contact situation. It doesn't matter how long things came into fruition. It's happening. So, everything we've also learned, one of the biggest powers is patience is power. That is not an easy thing to embrace. And it's also about A lot of us releasing control, letting things unfold, and surrendering. And it's trust and having faith over fear. And this week is powerful because tomorrow the fire horse comes in. We also have the solar eclipse at the same time with the new moon in Aquarius. Thursday, we are moving into Pisces season. Lots of shifts and changes. Where in Pisces season, we are going to be connecting very deeply with manifesting our dreams coming true. It is turning things into a reality. Knowing exactly what we want, shedding what no longer serves us on a very, very rapid, quick level. And many of you know and feel that communication is coming in. This Valentine's Day was very, very powerful of giving back to yourself all that self-love and filling up your own cup. Things that you enjoy. It didn't necessarily mean going to the nail salon or going to having a massage or anything like that. Doing something that was going to fill up your own cup with unconditional love. And most of this ascension symptoms and the energy we're moving through is coming from a soul level, putting love into ourselves so we can continuously put love into the situation. A lot of reflection has been going on. Many of you could have went through periods of a roller coaster of small emotions that have been releasing. Could have been things that have actually triggered you in the past, and it was no longer a trigger. So a lot of us were being tested, creating and being more and more in gratitude for the things we do have in the present moment, being in gratitude for things that are coming to us, and which always raises our vibration, changes our energy. And when we're in gratitude for things, thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is, we're going to be in gratitude for much more. Everything is changing. This is also the gateway into the age of Aquarius. We are stepping all through it, and the new earth. A lot of you are feeling a lot of collective energy around, which can get confusing on this journey. Excuse me and my voice. I am still at the end of this ascension cold. A lot of things are towering over. Things are changing around you in your community, where you work, everything. I also went through a major change at work. Same company. New donor center. It was a very big synchronicity. Yes, it's a little bit further from the house, but since I had ascended, my energy has changed and the vibration has risen. I was aligned more with more higher vibrational people, which was an energetic match and a better match. And, things always change for the better, and it's a much better environment, much more happier, things like that. Not that I didn't miss where I was going, but I was mourning where I used to be. But it was also a sign of a closing of a chapter and a beginning of a new, closing of a cycle and beginning of a new cycle, because I knew, the universe knew, I was meant for more. And you all are meant for more. We're expanding. So, I am wishing you all a magical, magical Monday. Whatever physical ascension symptoms you are going through, please comment below. I will try to reply back. I may not reply that soon because I do have to work today. I got to get through this crown chakra headache. But there's a lot of upgrades, and I had just had vision problems before, like a ocular migraine that just went away. So I'm wishing you all a magical week. Hold on tight. I know there's a lot of excitement going on. and a lot of happiness going on. Things are changing and moving forward. It's going to be an intense week, but you have this. You would not have made it to this point if you didn't get through the wood snake. I know that was a very painful year for many of us, and a painful year of shedding all those skins, things that were no longer serving us, such as old limiting beliefs on the deepest level, ancestral stuff, things of purging from Akashic records, from past lives that were no longer serving us, lessons that we've already learned, but holding on to situations that were no longer serving us, especially after we learned the lesson, all kinds of stuff. But we are here, and we're all here ready to move forward. And communication is coming in. You are taking the step back, the step back and into your role 100% as a divine empress or emperor, whichever you are. Identify yourself out in this journey. Does not go by gender, orientation, or anything like that. It is all energy. So, I am wishing you all a magical week. We will probably go live. I don't know when or what time next week. That's also another thing we begin to let go of the ego, the how, when, and where when we take action. Everything has to come into alignment when we take action steps as well. That was another lesson we had to learn. So, anyway, I can't even get the words out. Have a magical week all. Sending you all lots of love and many, many, many blessings of infinite abundance.